and then Regions Bank. Let's see, one, two, three. Say First Horizon Bank, and a couple others. So I think you're probably around six or so banks.
Okay. Wow. And so you basically have a lot of RIMS experience then through a lot of those banks you've worked at, I imagine.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And how big is First Horizon currently?
Yeah, we're 85 billion.
Okay. Perfect. So how did this change come about, making the switch from RIMS to YouConnect? What was the driver behind that?
Honestly, the big driver is the fact that I think I go back to customer service. Taking care of your customer. This is not anything new. If you read every book about how to be successful in business, it's making sure that you take care of your customer, that you are asking them about how you can help them with their business model. What are their needs? What are their pain points? How can you help them get better? You need to listen to your customer. I always kind of like think of it kind of like this way, like First Horizon Bank is in the business of renting their balance sheet. Like this is $20. $20 from JP Morgan Chase is the same as $20 with First Horizon Bank. So we have over 4,000 banks. What is it that causes one customer to bank with one bank over another bank?
Right.
We're dealing with a commodity in terms of money, and the difference is how you take care of your customers, the service that you provide, listening to your customer, listening to what their needs are, responding to what their needs are, being sensitive to the environment that they're working in. I've known and talked to so many other chief appraisers who work with you, and there's this recurrent statement that you guys take care of your clients, that you listen to your clients, that you listen to their needs, that the customer service is impeccable. And that's the driver, was the fact that you guys have been incredibly sensitive to that. You have a great product. That obviously you have to have a great product, and
Right.
you guys have that in spades. But it's your people. It's you, Will. You did such a great job, working with us. You listened. You asked questions. Missy's been awesome. She's asking us, what do we need? She's responsive. If I have an email or a question or a phone call or whatever, Sunda, the whole team, and I've known Brenda for years. I think the other thing, Will, is just the fact, and this it all starts at the top. So I'll start with Brenda. I've known Brenda for many, many years. Brenda is incredibly passionate about the industry, making a difference, about customer service. And that has been her mantra for many years, going back a long way. To my very first job, that I had at AmSouth Bank in Birmingham, Alabama. So I think you kind of see that in the company there. You guys are very much a reflection of her, and she's, you see that passion for customer service and care that kind of bleeds through, and it's something that is very much needed. I think it's real easy sometimes when you're very successful to kind of lose sight of your customer. And so this is something that I've very much seen in your company, that you're very customer focused, you have great product. And so that's something that we want to be a part of, and are looking forward to working with you guys in the future.
Thank you. That means a lot. You actually touched on something I wanted to ask you next. Like, what, as we were going through that process together, right, doing various demos and whatnot, and thinking about making that change, did you have further conversations with other chief appraisers that had done the migration before, and did that kind of help in the process for you?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I've had several conversations. I remember Jeff Grandeza, many others, Scott Taylor over at Cadence Bank, and others, and they all said the same thing. Everything's great. The water's fine. Jump in. So very much taken care of. No problems. Customer service is impeccable. I remember even Andy Luzad before Jeff, was talking to him about it. So, the timing was never kind of quite good because we were going through so many mergers and acquisitions that we kind of needed a more stable environment to make this kind of transition. But, over the years, it's something that I've had my eye on you guys, and it's kind of said, this is something I'm a change that I'm, thinking about making, and every indication from everyone that I've spoken to is that the platform is awesome. It, does a great job. And again, the people are just incredible. If there's something a tweak that needs to be made, if there's an adjustment, it's like, okay, what can we do for you? Let's get it taken care of. And it didn't sit in some queue for 6 months to a year, waiting to be completed. So the responsiveness, and again, the communication back and forth, everything I've heard from every chief appraiser has been just uber positive. So, that gave me, a kind of a warm feeling, if you will, kind of going in. And again, my experience has done nothing but back up what everybody else has affirmed, in those conversations. So we're excited about it. Yeah.
Awesome. And we did a few calls with some of your leading lenders as well. So that was quite new to me. Did that help get some buy-in? Because I know that was something you and I had talked about, getting buy-in from the various stakeholders within the bank, right? As you were making this change.
Yeah, absolutely. I think anytime a chief appraiser is making a move like this, you want to get buy-in, right? And so what we did is we took our commercial real estate lending group, if you will, the pros in our bank at commercial real estate lending, and we chose some people from that group to go through a kind of a trial run, if you will, with it.
Yeah.
And I was interested in the feedback that I was going to get back, received from them on it. And after they went through the trial run, overwhelmingly what they said was, you know what, this product is the best thing we've seen. We actually like the platform better than the existing platform that we've been using. That it was much more, user friendly, intuitive. So yeah, I had nothing but positive responses from them, and that certainly was critical, to us making this move, as I really needed the buy-in from that group. And so overwhelmingly, I would say, it was unanimous. There was not a single person in that trial group that gave me any kind of negative, response back. It was overwhelmingly positive. So that went a long way towards clearing, greasing the skids, so to speak, for us to make that transition. And, honestly, it was expected, but you always hold your breath when you're going through something like that. But
right.
It was just totally positive experience, and everybody said, let's do this. So that was awesome.
Thank you. That's great to hear. What features of YouConnect stuck out from the calls that we had together?
It's intuitive. I love the search criteria, something that I have for years and years and years just been begging for, is to have some really good search query capabilities in the system. Of course, it's entirely functional, but it's intuitive. It's user friendly, and you honestly, you can tell that there's an appraiser that's
Yeah.
been in the back of it, and that's one of the things that I think differentiates the product is the fact that appraisers know what other appraisers are looking for in a system, and I think that bleeds through in the software, that you can see that there were some appraiser minds in the back of it, and not just a technology person who may be very good at software programming, uh, very high technology IQ and programming IQ. My son's in programming, so he's a software, kind of engineer. So that's what he
Yeah.
does for a living. And but if you don't understand the business side of things, if it's very hard to write a software in a vacuum like that unless you fully understand what banks need, what bank chief appraisers need. And it's very clear, and you can see this in even some of the articles that Brenda writes on LinkedIn that she read, that she understands what our needs are. And I think that comes through in the system, that you see that it reflects the fact that in terms of the query, the interface, everything about it, it works perfectly for what we do.
My final question for you: what are you personally looking forward to most about working with our group over here, and what do you think your bank's going to accomplish by making this change?
Well, I love working with people, and like I said, you're awesome. Missy's been awesome, and this is a people business. Banking is a people business. Yes, we have to deal with money. Yes, we have to deal with technology, but I think of years ago, Brenda asked me to go to Tampa to take part in some skit that we were doing for appraisers, and it was fun. We had a good time with it, and again, you could see her passion come through, and you can see your passion for customer service in what you do. So yes, I love the technology. I am a bit of a nerd myself. Again, I have a son that's a software engineer, so I'm looking forward to working in the platform. But more than that, I'm looking forward to working with you guys. You have a great team there. I think it's something that we can really build on in the future, and I'm looking forward to what all we can achieve together. I think honestly, what it comes down to is you're looking for more than a technology partner in making a decision like this. You're looking for a true partnership, working together to accomplish your goals and your missions, and somebody who will listen to the items that you consider to be mission critical to be successful. Somebody who will listen and understand your business model. So working together with a group of people who will listen, who'll be responsive to that, and build a platform that so that we can be successful. I'm excited about that and the opportunities. I think that'll shine through in what we're able to do as a bank. We're only as good as a bank as our partners, our business partners. So I believe in you guys. I believe in what we can accomplish together, and I'm really excited about the future.
Likewise, and thank you very much for doing this, and thank you for putting your trust in us from all of us here at Realwired. So thank you, Gary.
Awesome.